Okay, hi everyone. This time I want to take a moment to introduce a brand new workflow to you all. This particular workflow has been carefully designed and developed to help publishers, editors, and content creators produce high-quality editorial content as well as detailed line art illustrations. The main principle and core idea behind this innovative workflow is to make use of recent news stories and current events and then match them with some of our internal clients to see which recent news can be paired with which clients for editorial content. So the general process is, first, I use an RSS feed to pull the latest news from Hong Kong. Up to this point, that's what I've done. Then I store these news articles in a data table inside n8n so I can quickly access that information. And then it'll be stored right here. Just insert it in, and then it'll be filtered. Let's see, the most recent 10. Actually, let's try 20 this time. Alright, so now we've filtered out the 20 most recent news stories. Then we'll use an AI scoring agent, right? So I used OpenAI's 4.1 Mini to score and match them. That is, I took the 20 most recent news stories and the internal client list, here, the advertisers. Let's say, for example, there are 20 clients. So, with 20 news stories and 20 clients, we do the matching and scoring, and then we can see which ones stand out. As for the system power, the main thing is the user form, which is basically the user message. That would be the news headline and a summary of its content. Below that is the system itself. As for the consistent problem, the main point is that it needs to match the news with the client's characteristics, right? Then it will give a score, and the scoring criteria are the most important part here. It looks at the client's industry, whether the keywords overlap, and whether the audience or the client is a good fit. That's how the score is determined. So the final score is then output below, and I will take the one with the highest score, right? That should be it. Yeah, after searching for a while, I finally found it. Turns out this is the one. So basically, I just take the one with the highest score, because for each client, when matched with a news item, there will be a score. I only take the highest one, so in theory, there should only be one. There are only about 10 or 20, because there are 20 news articles, right? So that's good. Then this part is done, and it will output in a JSON format like this. Then, moving on, I have a filter here. This filter is for the finance part. It needs to be above 0.5. The range is from 0 to 1, so only if it's above half will I proceed to the next step. So finally, there's an agent. And then I use the GPT-5 version, and it will help to write the content. I give it the previous news headline, the content, and the client's name. Then let's take a look at the system. Right, so it can actually produce these editorial concepts, and it will output the headline and the pitch separately. The angle, the visuals, the category, and a bunch of other information will all be output. Then I'll put this data into a Google Sheet for editorial concepts, and that completes the whole process. The advantage of this is that in reality, there are a lot of news stories coming out every day, and they might not always come in the form of RSS feeds, maybe. And then after that, you can match with internal clients, and of course, there are definitely more than just 20 clients. There are a lot, maybe hundreds and hundreds. So every day, as long as you run this workflow once, you can get a list of editorial concepts. That way, you can quickly filter out which clients, right, are relevant. There's potential there, so you can get in touch with them, right? You might be able to sell some editorials to them. Alright, so let's run through the workflow again. Okay, let's start here again. Data table. Alright, let's save it first. No problem. I remember the project is fine. So for now, there's nothing here and nothing here either. Alright, there are 20 clients, so it might take a bit longer. Let's see how long it takes this time. Okay. Execute. Okay. Alright, it's running again now. 2 seconds, 4 seconds. Alright, it's already loaded in really quickly. There are 20 items, so if I refresh here, there should be 20 news articles. They've been imported, that's right, no mistake. So now we have the latest 20 news articles. And the date? It's today, that's correct. So now it's running below, and what it's doing is matching with the client list, right? Doing the matching inside Advertiser. Then it'll score. This part might take a bit longer, so I'll just make a quick estimate here. Okay, so it's finished running smoothly, and you can see there are 20 new entries added. Then, after the final filtering, only 7 remain. If we come back here, yes, there are 7, that's right. Let's take a closer look at them first. Yeah, so for example, this one, the National Games opening ceremony, has been matched with cafe, and it says so. The National Games, held across Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau, inspire everyone to explore the diverse cultures of Asia. As for Cathay, their Cafe Holidays is recommending these Asia travel packages, right? Helping you travel smoothly to even more amazing destinations. So yeah, all this info is provided at the back as well. Yeah, wow, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. Feeling pretty confident about it. And then it's open for everyone. Opening up the sports venues to the public not only lets people watch, but also helps promote PCCW services. Yeah, this open access is part of it too. With live broadcasts and fiber optic connections, you can recommend those as well. And if there's a fire incident in any unit, then you should recommend AIA insurance products. The negotiations between Afghanistan and Pakistan have broken down, so you can promote medical insurance to protect families. And then for the AI Summit and robotics, yeah, at the summit you can recommend PCCW's high-speed broadband and how it supports this kind of technology. Technology applications too. Also, since the weather's dry today, you can remind the public that during unstable weather, it's important to have proper medical insurance. Alright, so that's done. It's a success. Actually, this can still be improved a bit more. Right now, for the 20 by 20, we've already done 4. Right, so for a grid that is 20 by 20, that's 400 possible combinations. If you add even more, then it'll take even longer. This time, it took about 4 minutes. Actually, you could, for example, turn this part here into an 11 square section. Yeah, you can turn it into 11 sections, and then this part at the back can also become an 11 section group. That way, you can run them in parallel. Right now, it's matching one news item, then matching the next news item with 20 others. So it's really slow because it's sequential. But if you split it into 11 groups, you can change the settings so it runs in parallel. Like each of the 20 can be processed at the same time, and it'll be much faster. Maybe the speed won't even need to be 4 minutes. It won't take that long. So this is an optimization we can consider in the future if we have time. Alright, that's it for today's sharing. If you have any comments or anything to add, feel free to leave a message below. Bye bye.